Hello, are you looking for classic style design? Well, if so, you've come to the right place. Hello, I'm Charles Adams, and welcome to my portfolio presentation. First of all, my name is Charles Adams, but most folks call me Charlie. I'm a young designer with a strong passion for drawing and for design in general. Since I was young, I've had a love for history, the retro vintage style, and cartoons. These three things have combined to create who I am as a designer today. I'm also a small-town southern guy who enjoys time spent with family and friends. For my education, I grew up as a homeschooled student. My favorite subjects were English, history, and art. I was homeschooled from kindergarten through high school. Recently, I've been a student at Full Sail University, where I'll be graduating this July with a bachelor's degree in graphic design. From my experience, during my school career at Full Sail University, I have gained much experience as to what the graphic design business is like. I've learned how to be versatile in my skills, work under a deadline, and especially how to deliver a professional, quality design to my future clients or employer. I have worked with much of the Adobe Creative Suite to create interesting and enjoyable designs. For my first project, I designed a menu design for a fictional Cracker Barrel style restaurant. The idea was to create the menu to have a country feel as well as be warm and inviting to the customers. The concept is to make the menu front and back to look like a checkered tablecloth, but when you open it, it's as though you're looking at the underside of a wooden table. For my second project, I designed a national park brochure for the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This project is a revamped version of the old brochures we're all used to seeing at rest stops and other tourist locations. This brochure is designed to be kid-friendly by using hand-drawn illustrations, games, etc. to get kids interested in learning about the history of the park as well as to get them interested in nature itself. The mascot of this brochure is Ranger Grady, who will guide the kids through the information provided. For my third project, I designed a redesign of the Polar Express book cover. This project is a redesign of the classic Christmas book, The Polar Express. While it is a children's story, I wanted to give it a cover that would portray it being a classic, and at the same time give it an appeal to an older audience. The project was designed using the paper cut technique. Each piece was cut and then glued onto the paper. After the designs were complete, text was digitally inserted. I wanted this creative cover to portray the creative and imaginative story inside the cover. For my fourth project, I designed a history poster for the RMS Titanic. This project was pretty simple. Since one of my biggest passions is history, I decided to do a history poster for the RMS Titanic. The project was hand-drawn and features a large illustration of the ocean liner itself as it sails across the Atlantic. The poster also features a story of the Titanic in the upper right-hand corner. While the illustration itself is hand-drawn, some colors and text were digitally inserted. The concept is to portray the magical feeling the ship had when she was new to the viewer. For my fifth project, I designed a logo for my friend's self-help information products called Perfect Practice Makes Practice Perfect. It will be sold online as a 5 to 7 part series of practices to help get more out of life and shine our lights brighter. The concept behind this project is to show a man and young child gazing toward the light. This is to symbolize how pure and innocent a child is, and how we should try to be more like them in our lives. For my sixth project, which is the Capstone Project, I created the marketing and branding for a product called the Forget-Me-Not. This is a project that was created for a fictional product that uses technology created by an MIT graduate named Ermel. The technology uses sensors to detect when an object is covering it and will display a green light. When the sensor does not detect an object, a red light is displayed. I turned this technology into a caddy that will remind you of objects you might have forgotten about as you leave your house. The concept of the designs is to portray the calm feeling you'll have if you use this product. The logo features handwritten text that has been digitally reproduced, as well as an illustration of the red light coming from the word forget. The branding is to be clean and professional while remaining fun and intriguing. Below is the black and white and color versions of the Forget-Me-Not logo, as well as the stationery, business cards, envelopes, and letterhead. Packaging of the Forget-Me-Not is featured below. Below is featured the magazine and web banner ads. The guerrilla marketing concept was a little difficult to come up with, but I finally decided to use an illustration of a phone sitting on a bench, which is an ordinary park bench. When the person looks at the illustration, they'll see a caption that says, "Did you forget me today?" When they look on the back of the bench, they'll see the Forget-Me-Not logo, as well as the web address where they can go to learn more. The app interface design, which will send notifications from the caddy to your phone if you have forgotten an object. For the 7th project, I have created some personal branding materials for myself as a designer. All of my promotional materials are to convey my love for retro and vintage style, while also representing my brand mantra, which is modern design with a classic touch. I chose to use diamonds for my logo because they are a classic vintage design, as well as represent the idea of value and quality. The colors chosen are also retro, as well as calming colors for the viewer. My cover letter and resume are featured below. These are the black and white and color variations of my Charles Adams Designs logo. Also, the business card and envelope for my stationery. Thank you for viewing this video. I appreciate you taking the time to learn more about me as a designer. If you want to get in touch with me, please send me an email at charlieadams48@fullsail.edu or give me a call at 423-297-5917. Thank you very much.